Hello, guys. Good day. This is Andrew from Reinforce Me Club. Today, we are going to talk about a statement which made me curious from the book. I got it here 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Rule number 2, it says there, never put too much trust in friends, learn to use your enemies. And, that's by Robert Greene. The author even explained it clearly that some people were able to attain or gain a position in a company or in a political world because not because they deserve it, but it's because they have good networks. They're friends of the owner, they are friends of the CEO, they are friends of the director of that company. So that's why they were able to get it, not because they deserve it. They simply got a good connection. And there are toxic friends whom we believe to be our true friends. We do that because in some point when we put too much trust in our friends, our judgment can be clouded. It's important to remember to be prudent enough in giving our trust, because in some point in our lives, with all those friendships that we have, people do change, as well as their loyalties and their intentions. Always remember that not everyone we encounter will have our best interest at heart. People change, and naturally, we are all born different. Just in case if we have the same interests, that's absolutely by choice. Now, when you are prudent in giving your trust, which means that you can able to see which friends are true, which friends are good for you, which friends are beneficial for your growth, you can guard yourself against potential betrayal and exploitation. And when you understand your enemies, so it doesn't mean that you must treat them badly, maliciously, or exploit them. When you understand your enemies, there are actually good enemies though. When you understand the motivation, the weaknesses, and the behavioral patterns of your enemy, you can actually anticipate their actions and effectively counter them. And you can even use that knowledge for collaboration if you have the same interest in a certain area. So you can work with your enemies with a solid boundaries, terms and conditions. That actually happens to big companies. We have big merger companies like Jollibee, who owns Mang Inasal, and Chowking, which is, they're still existing. Jollibee didn't monopolize the entire country. It lets Mang Inasal and Chowking still exist with profits. Even PLDT and Globe Telecommunications, they merge together. They even buy some shares of San Miguel Corporation. So, they collaborate with the same interests, which is big money and good service to the people. Even the SM Investments, SM Mega Malls with property development under SM. So they are big company mergers, which are worth billions of pesos. Now, when you are careful, cautious enough to give your trust, you're not going to be vulnerable and dependent on your friends, which means that you don't wholly rely on a single individual or support group for validation on your decisions. And when you know exactly when you put on a boundaries to which people you can rely on, and then you can clearly identify, are they changing, are they still worth trusting. You can actually see that, you can observe that with people, and then you can still trust them. So it means that you can make your own decision. You are still autonomous, and it could be minor or major minor or major decision could not be cloudy because of your friends. Because to be clear, some friends will just make us confused and making big jumps in our lives. Some friends are not really good influences. They're bad. Bad for our health, bad for our future, bad for our growth, bad for our family relationship. There are friends who, sometimes we don't recognize them as a bad energy. Even some people have been betrayed badly by friends, whom they trust. Some friends kill their own friends. Some friends stabs their own friends, which is really effing true to life. And having a degree of skepticism and discernment with your enemies, if needed, you can form alliance. And even though that you really against your friend's decision, your friend's will, you can able to make that come up with that decision for the betterment of your company, or to be the betterment of your tribe, for the better future of your tribe. Although your friends are against it, you do it for the good of all. And you can actually do that, even though you won't able to please everybody, especially your friends. You are autonomous. You are cautious about your decision. You are independent. You're looking after yourself. And when you are prudent enough with giving your trust, you can able to change and adapt easily. You don't have to consider anybody, any people around. You might be thinking that you can hurt them when you change, when you do such a thing. So no need. Whether they like it or not, you can do it. You can make your own decision for the company, for your family, because that's what you think would be a great deal for yourself, for your tribe, or for your own business. Having the flexibility, you can able to take the opportunities and navigate social dynamics of having been exposed by different ways of thinking of the people. You can actually apply that and learn from those group dynamics yourself, not only from your friends. And if you're flexible enough, you can easily adjust your approach as needed in order to achieve your goals. You don't necessarily have to really please your friends. You are pro growth and you want to succeed. And sometimes not all, even though good friends, not all good friends can able to support that by heart. Some people will stop you from chasing your dreams, even your family, your friends, your real friends. Sometimes you have to be stubborn enough to fight to protect your dream. So that's what it means to be, not putting too much trust on friends. Learn to use enemies by means of collaboration. While the principle actually considers the integrity and ethical application of this statement, of this principle, of this strategy. Do not put too much trust in friends. Learn to use your enemy. Although in some point, there could be a little bit of manipulation, but if you think that you have big goals and you're willing to do everything for it, and it will give you a brighter future for the people around, for your company, for your family. So, and of course, it would be worth doing, then why not? As much as, as much as possible, avoid manipulation and exploitation for your own personal gain. Sometimes there is a degree of manipulation to that. That happens when you merge, when you collaborate with your enemy. But if it's worth doing, then why not do it? So this is one way also to really prevent or avoid clouded judgment, influence by your friends, by the people you hang out with. Because once again, not all people we meet will have the best interest for us at heart. So if you like the message today, you can share it to your family and friends. You can follow me in Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. Reinforce Me Club. So this is Anne once again. Have a lovely day. Thank you very much.